we're starting to move into a place where repercussions are not okay. We just saw it with Will Smith, right? And Chris Rock. And obviously he's under a little bit more protective custody because he's a comedian. But like, at what point could you just start claiming like, yo, I'm in the entertainment business?
No, I don't think that we're at a point where repercussions are not okay. I mean, like what Will did is what he did. That's a choice he made. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and say whether it's right or wrong. I don't know whether it was right or wrong. You know, you asked me, I thought it was fucked up because I thought it was fucked up just because, damn, it scared me a lot, right? Because it's like, yo, that's Will Smith. That's a person that we've seen out here doing the work. Like, I call him the Willy Llama. Like, you've seen him on his spiritual journey. We know he goes to therapy. He sits down with these sacred purpose coaches. He does the ayahuasca. Like, he's trying to be on a higher level of consciousness. But on the biggest night of his life, career-wise, the night he's about to have the cherry on top, get the Oscar, he snaps. That's fucking scary, bro. What chance do the rest of us have? Like, think about that. Like, that's fucking scary. So for me, I looked at it like, damn, that's what was really fucked up about it. I mean, of course, you know, you hate to see that happen to Chris. Chris is a great dude. Chris has talked about, you know, the bullying he's experienced when he was younger. But man, to watch that man on the biggest night of his life.
Everybody really does hate Chris.
Whoa. Whoa.
Question.
Whoa.
How much do you think, because he's doing ayahuasca, he's practicing all this Buddhist like meditation, how much is Jada pulling the strings, pissing him off, and making him smack the shit out of people?
I don't think she had nothing to do with that.
Ooh.
I really don't. I mean, other than that's my wife, and I'm tired of people playing with me.
You don't think
wife.
she's in his ear? Because bro, she's got a reputation right now as the reason why he's going downhill. Like
I don't believe that.
No,
I think that's too much. I think that's putting too much on her.
That's what a lot of people think.
Yeah,
a lot of people think that.
Yeah, but you know, if you read Will's book or even listened to his interviews, like Will has a lot of pain that he hasn't dealt with, trauma that he hasn't dealt with. He used to watch his, you know, mom get beat up by his dad, and he always felt like a coward because he didn't intervene. You know what I mean? So I think that that's something that stays with you the rest of your life, and like you never want to make that mistake ever again, even for the smallest thing. So we saw him do that to Chris, right? For all we know, he might have been did that to somebody if presented with the opportunity, because it's not like any of these people have been saying this shit in front of Will's face.
Well, he slapped a guy on the red
reporter.
carpet.
That guy tried to kiss him.
He tried to kiss him.
Yeah, he tried to tongue kiss him.
He tried to kiss him. You can't do that. If he didn't smack him, that would have been a bigger conversation.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
That was assault, actually. The guy,
that's
sexual assault.
He deserved to be slapped. That guy deserved to be slapped.
Well, that dude that got slapped, he does that stuff for a living. He goes up and tries to
sexually assault people for a living?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
He's done.
Is he a producer in Hollywood?
No, he's a prank.
Two things on that. That was funny. Seems like a producer. Two things. One, even if his wife was like in his ear, bothering him, causing a lot of stress, every man should be responsible for his own decisions.
That's right.
If his woman is getting him to that point, he needs to have therapy with her.
But that's an absolute statement like we talked about earlier. You
not
know
an
what I'm
absolute.
saying? Like,
everybody has a reason.
No, I get it.
I'm not a reason. Has to be responsible for their own decisions.
That's right.
And in hindsight, that's a great statement. But a lot of people aren't responsible for their own actions.
Well,
and they get pissed off and they smack or shoot or do whatever the fuck. And so as a statement, you're 100% right. But then you go back and you look at the situation, it's not always the case.
And then my second thing I was going to say, out of both Chris or Will, who I DM'd, which they wouldn't read, but I DM'd just to shoot that shot. It was Will. The night of, I told him, I was like, hey man, I know you're a good person from afar. Good people could do bad things. And this world's forgetting that shit.
That's right.
They're thinking that if you're good, you have to be good at all times, at all circumstances. Listen, no one's perfect.
Not reality.
That guy lost his mind for 1 second, and now everybody erased his legacy for it.
No.
A lot of people did. A lot of people did.
Come on.
And a lot of comedians were getting
yeah,
mad at me for saying that. Like, no, as a comedian, you have every right. I'm like, yeah, I get it, bro. But as a comedian, bro, we all know shit comes from dark places. That motherfucker has a lot of dark places. So, dude, imagine that was his most important night. The only one who got hurt the most was Will, bro. Chris's ticket sales went like skyrocketed. The one who really suffered from the situation was Will.
Yeah.
And so we have to get to a point where we have to understand people's dark places. We don't have to tolerate them, but we have to understand it.
Empathy.
And he still got to deal with the consequences of those actions.
Of course.
Whether it's, you know, public outrage, you know, whether he loses movies or whatever, that's him. He made that choice. But are we going to reduce him to his worst mistake? No. None of us should be reduced to our worst mistake.
I'm just not. I agree with that 100%. But I'm not buying the whole like he lost his mind for 1 sec, like, or the Jada shit. Like, you think he was just cool with all the August shit, like with the open relationship, and she's fucking this dude? You think he's just taking off and he's happy, he's chilling, he doesn't have nothing like?
Yeah. Because
Yo,
I mean,
what?
you know why?
That was like that's like
Yeah, I tell you, because they, you know, if you watch them and you've heard their conversations, they came to that conclusion. That they weren't together at the time; they were separated. He was doing what he was doing. She was doing what he was doing.
And that's not some prideful shit where he's trying to cover up about the fact that his wife's fucking this younger dude.
Man, when you make that decision, man, you know, there's no limits on the dick size.
Yeah.
You don't tell your wife, hey, man, you can only go fuck somebody with a smaller dick than mine. You know what I mean? So if she goes out
Michael
there,
Blackson have a contract, and I'm pretty sure in the contract. No, we had Michael Blackson.
Oh,
We had
Michael
Blackson.
Blackson.
He has a contract, and that would definitely go in my contract. We had an open relationship of like it stops at 6.
Yeah, well, you should, right? Like if you and your woman sit together and y'all come up to with these terms, you know, and you say, hey, we're gonna fuck other people or whatever. Yeah, you can't have somebody with a bigger dick than mine.
No, 100%.
way.
I want pictures.
No way.
I want to know who it is. Also, no eye contact.
Word
I
up.
love that what
That's
he said.
important too. I
That's-
need to know who, because at the end of the day, I'm still who I am. So it got to be somebody either of equal or more stature. If not, it has to be like the pool boy with the 10-inch dick that don't nobody know and he's never gonna speak. But you can't do that in this era because the pool boy's gonna make an Instagram live about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the shit is fucked up.